In this video you will see that Genghis Khan's life story is a shocking mix of brutal conquest, visionary leadership, and a genetic legacy that continues to astonish the world today. But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. The life of Genghis Khan is one of the most remarkable stories in history. A tale of a boy who rose from abject poverty to become the founder of the largest contiguous land empire the world has ever seen. His journey, filled with incredible hardship, strategic genius, and a brutal efficiency, is a testament to the power of a single individual to reshape the course of human civilization. Before he was known as the universal ruler, Genghis Khan was a child named Temüjin, a name that hints at his future strength, meaning of iron, or blacksmith. His early life, a far cry from the power and prestige he would later command, was one of constant struggle. Born in what is now Mongolia, his childhood was marked by tragedy when his father was poisoned by a rival tribe. At just 9 years old, Temüjin was left to fend for himself. His family was abandoned by their own clan and cast out onto the unforgiving steppes. The years that followed were a brutal lesson in survival. Temüjin and his family were forced to hunt and forage to avoid starvation. This period of hardship was not without its moments of extreme danger, as he was even captured and enslaved by a rival clan. These difficult experiences forged in him a resilience and a deep understanding of the ruthless realities of the world. During his formative years, Temüjin formed a deep bond with a young man named Jamuka, and they became blood brothers. Their alliance was a source of great strength for Temüjin as he began to rebuild his life and gather a following. However, as Temüjin's power and influence grew, their friendship soured. Jamuka, clinging to traditional tribal loyalties, became a rival, and their once unbreakable bond gave way to a bitter feud. Their conflict would eventually escalate into a major war. When Jamuka was ultimately betrayed by his own men and handed over to Temüjin, their story ended with a somber execution, a stark reminder of the harsh choices leaders must sometimes make. As Temüjin's influence expanded, he demonstrated a forward-thinking approach to leadership that was revolutionary for his time. In a radical departure from the traditional tribal system, he began promoting people based on merit, rather than family lineage or social status. This was a groundbreaking move, allowing him to surround himself with the most skilled and loyal individuals, regardless of their background. This merit-based system was a key factor in his military and administrative success, enabling him to build a powerful and efficient fighting force. It was this unified army, comprised of skilled warriors from diverse backgrounds, that he led to conquer and unite the disparate Mongol tribes. In 1206, with the unification complete, he was given the honorary title of Genghis Khan, universal ruler, and his world-altering journey truly began. Genghis Khan, with his empire established, turned his attention to conquest, leading his armies on campaigns that would forever alter the course of history. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. These campaigns, while undeniably successful, were also shockingly brutal. He is estimated to be responsible for the deaths of up to 40 million people, a number that is difficult to comprehend. His military strategy was often one of psychological warfare. He would demand a city's surrender, and if they refused, he would ruthlessly slaughter the inhabitants, a tactic meant to terrify and demoralize future opponents. This scorched earth policy was so extensive that it had an unforeseen effect on the global environment. The massive depopulation of agricultural lands led to a regrowth of forests, which, according to a study, may have removed an estimated 700 million tons of carbon from the atmosphere, a truly stunning and grim fact. Despite the brutality of his conquests, Genghis Khan was a surprisingly progressive and pragmatic ruler in other respects. To manage his vast and rapidly expanding empire, he created a sophisticated system for communication and administration. His yam, a relay system of horse messengers, was a marvel of its time. With a network of stations and fresh horses, messages could be carried at incredible speeds across the empire. This early postal service was crucial for maintaining control and relaying intelligence across the vast distances of his domain. He also implemented a policy of religious tolerance, a remarkable concept in an age of religious persecution. He granted exemptions from taxes and military service to religious leaders of various faiths, including Buddhism, Islam, and Christianity. This policy not only fostered peace within his diverse empire, but also allowed him to attract talented scholars, artisans, and merchants who brought new knowledge and skills to his court. After a life of incredible conquest and leadership, Genghis Khan died in 1227. In a final act of mystery and legend, his tomb was never found. According to historical accounts and local lore, he was buried in an unmarked grave to prevent it from being desecrated by his enemies. The secret of his burial site was so closely guarded that, as the story goes, the soldiers who buried him were killed to ensure their silence, and then the soldiers who killed them were also put to death. To erase any trace of the burial, a river may have been diverted to flow over the site, or a massive herd of horses was stampeded over the ground. To this day, the location of Genghis Khan's tomb remains one of the world's greatest archaeological mysteries, a testament to the thoroughness of his final wishes. Perhaps one of the most astonishing facts about Genghis Khan is his enduring genetic legacy. A 2003 study revealed that a staggering 1 in 200 men alive today, around 16 million individuals, are direct descendants of this single ruler. This extraordinary fact is a result of his large number of children and the fact that his descendants, as part of the ruling elite, continued his prolific lineage through multiple wives and vast harems. His genes spread across the globe with the expansion of the Mongol Empire, leaving a biological footprint that far outlived his physical one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Genghis Khan, for all his fame and power, no one knows what truly he looked like. There are no known portraits or statues of him that were created during his lifetime. The images we see today are all artistic interpretations created after his death. His appearance remains a mystery, leaving us to piece together the identity of this legendary figure solely through the stories of his incredible life and the profound impact he had on the world. Genghis Khan's legacy is a complex one, a blend of brutal conquest and visionary leadership, a story that continues to fascinate and astound us centuries later. Genghis Khan was a 13th century Mongol ruler who founded the Mongol Empire, which became the largest contiguous land empire in history. While his legacy is often associated with brutal conquest, he also implemented progressive policies that shaped the future of Asia. Here are some of the most shocking facts about him: brutal conquests and unfathomable death toll. Genghis Khan's military campaigns were incredibly destructive, and he's estimated to be responsible for the deaths of up to 40 million people. This level of slaughter was often a strategic tactic to instill fear and force cities to surrender without a fight. In some cases, entire cities were wiped out, and historians have noted that in some regions, the population may have dropped by a staggering amount. This destruction was so vast it even had an environmental impact. A study found that the massive depopulation and subsequent reforestation of agricultural lands removed an estimated 700 million tons of carbon from the atmosphere. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel, a progressive and merit-based system. Despite his ruthless nature, Genghis Khan was a forward-thinking ruler in many ways. He promoted people based on merit, rather than family ties or social status, which was a radical departure from the traditions of the time. He also implemented religious tolerance throughout his empire, allowing various faiths like Buddhism, Islam, and Christianity to coexist. He also created a census and a postal service to help manage his vast empire. An enduring genetic legacy, Genghis Khan had a massive harem and many children, and his descendants continued to have a large number of offspring. As a result, his genetic legacy is incredibly widespread. A 2003 study found that roughly 1 in 200 men worldwide are direct descendants of Genghis Khan, which represents about 16 million men alive at the time of the study. His descendants' widespread procreation was likely due to the power and access to women that came with being part of the ruling elite. The mystery of his tomb. The location of Genghis Khan's tomb remains one of the world's greatest archaeological mysteries. According to legend, he was buried in an unmarked grave to prevent it from being found. To ensure the secret was kept, the soldiers who buried him were killed, and then the soldiers who killed them were also killed. Legend also says that a river was diverted to flow over his grave to hide it forever, or that thousands of horses were stampeded over the burial site to erase all trace of it. If you found this guide helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release our next history or travel adventure. Thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your patronage, and please ring that bell to receive notification on new videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Thanks for watching, and ring that bell to receive notification on new videos.